Welcome to The Experience, live with Russ and Scott. Join us every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. Learn more about the Experience community at our website, local.theexperience.video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The Experience is brought to you each week by these great sponsors. Oregon's most trusted roofing company, Ironhead Roofing. Veteran and family owned. Call today at 541-209-0575. ironheadroofing.com. Make 2025 your best year ever. Set and track your goals with the Independent Planner. Designed for entrepreneurs by an entrepreneur. Supplement your digital calendar. independent-planner.com. Avalos Car Media Group. Ollie and her team are helping entrepreneurs and businesses break through barriers, expand their reach, and thrive on a global scale. acmgdigital.com. And now let's get on with the show. Merry Christmas, Russ.
Merry Christmas. Woohoo! I have my little hedgehog here, and my little hedgehog wants to say hello. Hello. Hello.
I love it. So you got a ventriloquist toy for Christmas morning. So it is Christmas. And just to let people know, we are recording this, so we're not faking anyone out, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We're enjoying Christmas just like you are, but we're actually, I'll tell you that I will be tuning in to make sure that I can say hi to everybody. But I want to tell you real quickly that this little hedgehog was a gift from my beautiful wife before we got married over 37 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. And I, to this day, it still smells like her perfume. It's amazing. Yeah.
That's
so anyway,
that's great. We have on our Christmas tree, we have a heart that's translucent, and it has a couple ice skating, and they are skating love into the ice, and it's 1983, and my wife and I were engaged, and she sent that to me when I was in the Air Force in Korea, and I hung it on the tree. That my mother sent me a live Christmas tree from Oregon to Korea with a bunch of ornaments, and probably in violations of all kinds of international treaties on sending live products, but mothers find a way.
They do. And hey, we just want to thank y'all for being here. Our good friend Sri, who is an amazing co-host on The Experience Backstage, is with us today because we didn't do backstage today. That will continue in the new year after the week after New Year's Day. And we want to bring her in and get things going. But before I do, I just want to tell everybody, we're here on The Experience Live with Russ and Scott every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that is 9 a.m. Texas Standard Time, which both Sri and Scott are working within these days. And so we're just so thankful to have you here. That goes live on Wednesdays, then it becomes a video podcast, then it becomes an audio podcast. So you have so many opportunities. And we want to remind you that you can always find out more about us by going to local.theexperience.video. Local.theexperience.video is a great way, and you want to subscribe to our YouTube page. You can do it there or go directly to theexperience.video. Either way, we'll get you to the YouTube page to subscribe. And with that, before we go any further, the wonderful, the amazing Sri Mahabir. Woo-hoo!
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to both of you and everyone else that's watching or listening in.
Now, we normally do our show every Wednesday at 8:30 Central, 6:30 there on the other side of the continent where Russ hangs out.
PST time.
And Sri, I normally see you in portrait mode. It's kind of fun to see you in the widescreen.
It is fun. I mean, I do catch the replay for your lives on Wednesdays, or I catch like in between because I usually have an appointment or I'm running somewhere. But that should just tell you guys who's watching in. Like, you can always catch this show, whether you catch it live or the replay. You can always listen in.
That's right. That's right. And that's what's so important is there's so many opportunities. We have amazing, really the most amazing guests. We are blessed with amazing friends like Sri that we have on the Experience Live with Russ and Scott every week. And Sri has been our guest a couple times, even though she is live with us every morning at 6:30 a.m. By the way, that show is only on Instagram at 6:30 a.m. The Experience Backstage. What is it? It's us drinking coffee, putting our makeup on, getting ready. And yeah, Scott's always working on his makeup. And getting ready for the
Eyeliner is
show.
the worst for me. I just have a hard,
That's right.
I have a hard time. That's just the way it is.
And Sri is always giving amazing video tips. And we could not do even this short little snippet to wish you Merry Christmas without Sri giving us a video tip of the day. Sri, it's all yours.
So I have been listening to the audiobook for YouTube, and something that caught my attention that we need to keep in mind is there's just, the algorithm is always going to be something that we're all going to complain about. But don't worry about the algorithm, worry about the content. People want to watch whatever it is that they want to watch. So if they want to learn how to start a podcast, you're going to type in, I want to start a podcast. If they are looking for equipment to purchase, so let's say the mic or a video camera, do that video. So just think about what are the questions people are looking for and create that content, because people are going to search for it. Whether it's using YouTube, whether it's using Google, whether it's using the search engine on Instagram or in LinkedIn, somehow you can find things on LinkedIn. If you put that content out there, it's going to get watched. It may not get watched right away, but it will get watched. And the other thing to keep in mind too is to understand that your first 100 pieces of content will suck. But what you will learn is that
thanks for the encouragement. We love
it.
that.
It is great encouragement, because now what will happen is, one, you will learn that it gets easier over time to show up on camera. Over time, you will understand what people resonate with. You will understand who you're talking to, what pain points you need to focus on, what you don't need to focus on. And it's a journey. And if you look at it as a journey and not as like, this is the end all be all, you will go from being afraid to post content to posting content regularly.
That's what freed me up in publishing books. The very first book that I published, I went into it with this idea. No one's going to buy my book. And if anyone does buy it, they're not going to read it. And if anyone actually reads it, they're not going to implement anything that I put in there. So hit publish, right? Hit record on your video. I'll tell you, I love the idea about the how-to stuff. Sri, I can tell people 100% the second most popular video that I have on YouTube, and it's all organic, is how to make a post onto Patreon. And I had a client. They needed to know, how do I make a post into Patreon? So I was like, okay, I'll do a screen share, and I captured it, and it's an easy way for them to watch it. So I put it onto YouTube and go, here's the link, you can watch it. Yeah. And they said, oh, it's good. So then I turned and made it public, and that was it. I didn't, no advertising, no promotion, no cool description, nothing. It's just click here, click here, click here, click here. Thousands of views.
Yeah. Well, what's amazing about all that too, Scott, you're exactly right. And it's the fact that, number one, Google's the number one search drive, YouTube's number two. And you're right. The lion's share of those are how-tos. My son in college made a how-to set up your pedal board for your electric guitar. Yeah. And he had half a million views on that.
Well, of course, he is Grammy and Dove nominated. So
at that point, he was not, though. So yeah, no, it was it's interesting because people do love stuff like that. So Sri, great advice as always. Scott, great additional advice. One thing that I have learned, I want to go back to what you said, Scott, in all that you do as you're preparing for the new year. We're celebrating Christmas today.
Mhm.
Amazing day. We're excited to be with family and friends. And then next week is New Year's Day. And then we're in a whole new year, 2025. Oh my goodness. But guess what? You can do things even better next year. Yes, you can. I don't care what you think right now. You can make it better. And how do you do that? You continue to learn and you continue just to put one foot in front of the other and take some chances when you go to record video. And Sri said this before, and Scott just said it. Don't mess around all day long trying to figure things out. Just hit record and do it. Because like Sri said, you're going to suck anyway your first time. So it's okay. It's
But that
okay.
first video will still get a bunch of likes. If you're like me, I had a few people like my post on my first live. I actually had like 60 people show up. So you will be surprised. At first, it'll feel like nobody's showing up, but eventually people will. As you learn to post more videos, as you learn to understand what works, what doesn't, even you could turn a video to a carousel or a static post. You really learn like what's speaking, what's not. And the point is, don't give up. Like our little friend right here.
And people wonder, what should I post on? And I'll tell you, just go back and think back over the last week, 2 weeks, month, whatever. Somewhere along the line, someone called you up and said, hey, can you help me with? Because you have expertise in that area. And so then go ahead and you solve their problem. But now let's go ahead and make a little video on it. And the crazy thing is that you don't have to be like this deep technical expert and going, well, you use the HTML and you do the embed thing. And you're just like, oh my gosh, my head is exploding. You can say, here's how you change your picture on your LinkedIn profile. And you think, oh, it's so simple. No, there are millions of people who have a bad picture on there. They actually don't know how to change their picture. They're going, yeah, I set this up when I was in high school and it was my senior picture. And now I'm 38 years old. What am I, how am I going to change that? And they don't know. And they go, oh, here, done. Wow. Thank you, Sri. You're a lifesaver.
Yes. Well, and I want
anymore.
And people, the secret is, everybody, that Scott seems so wise right now. But one day, years ago, he was befuddled. And then he lived the life he chose and he moved forward. And look what happened.
He made a pivot in his life, multiple pivots.
We all have done that, right? I never made a pivot for my little hedgehog, though. He's always been there with me. So, well, you guys, you know what? I have just been blessed and honored to be with both of you this year. And I say that so wholeheartedly. I mean, what an honor. How much fun it is for me every week to see you both and to be on. I have such a great time. So thank you for being a blessing to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sri, it's just been so much fun. I think, has it been 2 years now?
It has, and we're going into year 3.
Yeah, we're working on year 3. And, it's just so much fun that we get to hang out. We get to meet your daughter. We get to hear about your life. And this is a part of the community that people can engage in when you start doing live videos. You start living life with people. And that's really what it's about.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. That is what connecting and building community does for you. It helps you personally, it helps you professionally, and it just makes life a way more wonderful thing. On Marketing with Russ a while back, I did a thing on celebrating in this season, and we need to celebrate life every day. Celebrate life with community, with Sri, with Scott, with people around us, with our family, because you know what? That elevates everybody. When you bring joy into the equation and you feel purpose in all that you do, amazing things are possible. Just look at Sri. Look at all that she's done. I mean, it's amazing.
I just want to say I'm so honored to host this show with you guys for the last 2 years and going on to 3. Mm-hmm. And, but all of us had some interesting life moments that happened this year. And it was nice that on Wednesdays, it just was like, okay, let's just show up and just be ourselves, not talk about anything serious, although we do talk about serious stuff, but it was always fun. It's never scripted, just like this show. And it's always like, what's the topic? What's on our heart? What do we share? And we all just grow with it. And I remember our first live, like it was yesterday. Every time that I hit come onto the show, I think about the first time and just how much fun it is.
Yeah.
Like this.
Look at that. There, you're very festive. Very good.
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're
got the
very
Christmas
Christmassy.
kitties there, just the cool cats.
The
And
cool
that's
cat.
what we are. We're three cool cats who are here every Wednesday, living life with people. We're living life with each other, sharing stories, sharing moments, and sharing some great ideas. And so I encourage people, join us every week, every Wednesday morning at 6:30 or 8:30 or 9:30 or whatever 30 it is in your world. Unless you're in Australia, then it's probably an even time because who knows what's going on there. But here's the deal. Also, start your own community this year. Make a commitment. Now we're celebrating Christmas Day. The new year is coming. So make a commitment and tell us about it, and we'll hold you accountable.
There you go. We would love to do that. And don't forget, just as a reminder, the Experience Backstage is only on Instagram. And Sri is the queen of Instagram. That's the reason we're even on there. And so make sure and show up only there, because if you show up on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, we won't be there for Backstage. But then you can follow us over to the Experience Live with Russ and Scott at 7 a.m. Pacific or 9 a.m. Texas Standard Time. And you can find us there with amazing guests. And we would love for you to join us. And with that, we're going to thank you so much for being part of our community. And you know what? I can tell you right here that because Scott and Sri, they care about me, I care about them, it makes life so much better. And we care about all of you guys. We want you to be part of this community. So come on in, call us, email us. You can find all of our information in the show notes and the comments. And we would love for you to reach out to us and have an amazing 2025, because that's the next time we're going to see you.
That's right.
There you go. You
Merry
guys have any
Christmas.
other wisdom
Merry
before we
Christmas,
go by?
Christmas tree.
Huh?
All right. Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad.
All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to The Experience Live with Russ and Scott. If you enjoyed today's show, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or subscribe on YouTube. See you next time.